continue where I left off. But yeah, there is a lot of positives going into Saturday for sure. We're known for being much better at home than away over the years, so I don't see why not we can continue that on Saturday to try and get our third win of the season. I'm currently 18th in the league. At the end of the day, we're in a very comfortable position considering some of the results I saw over these last 2 days just gone. Like, Stoke absolutely hammered Portsmouth. That's one example straight away. Sheffield Wednesday got a good point at Ashton Gate at Bristol City. So, yeah, we may have lost, but we're doing all right. We're doing all right. It's not too bad at the moment. So, we just have to move on from it because all these next games are definitely winnable for us. Blackburn, Cardiff, Millwall, Preston. And if we can win them, that'll climb us up the table massively. So there's that as well at the same time. So I don't see why not we can do it. So we just got to take it on, I suppose. Bristol City, Sheffield Wednesday, 0-0. Preston, Watford, 3-0 Preston. 1-0 Sheffield United against Swansea. Stoke hammering Portsmouth 6-1. Middlesbrough getting an away win at West Brom 1-0. Luton and Oxford drawing 2-2. Luton struggling again in this league. Sunderland 2-0 against Derby. Norwich and Leeds drew 1-1. Hull beat QPR 3-1. Coventry 3-0 against Blackburn, who we're facing on Saturday. Cardiff Millwall 1-0 Cardiff for Cardiff's first win of the season. And of course, we lost to Burnley 1-0. So yeah, not the worst defeat at all. Not the worst defeat at all. Which, like I said, still brings me confidence into Saturday. Especially that Blackburn have lost their first game of the season at Coventry, who have been so out of form until Tuesday night. So there's that as well. Honestly, I do apologise for the indigestion, by the way. I've just had my dinner. Anyways, yeah. There's a lot to take forwards to going into Saturday. The boys, once again, showed a strong performance on Tuesday night. We can take on anyone in this league. We can take on absolutely anyone in this league. The next four, Blackburn, Cardiff, Millwall, Preston, they're all winnable. They're all winnable. So, at the end of the day, it's all onwards and upwards still from here. 18th in the league. Still only on 2 wins, but not bad at all after 8 games. So, I think that wraps up everything I really need to say about that game, really, on Tuesday night. Got back at 10 in the morning the following day. I was shattered, to put it that way. Absolutely shattered. We just played the top 3 and lost 2 of them by 1 goal, and 2 ex-Prem sides got 6 points where I expected to. Yeah, exactly. There's a lot of good feel-good factors going into Saturday against Blackburn. Reading some of the previous comments from the previous part 1 of this live stream. I saw some comments. Obviously, Joseph's a Sheffield Wednesday fan, and he said, we got Burnley soon. How do you think we'll do against them? Well, if Wednesday play like how Oxford did last week against Burnley, then they could really give Burnley a game, honestly. But will be interesting to see. Will be interesting to see at the least. My man of the match. Oh, God. Gibson. He's just becoming a rock at the back for us. Honestly. He's turning into my favourite player at the moment. From the bottom of my heart. Him and Sissoko. Absolute ballers, the pair of them. Really enjoying Lewis Gibson at the moment at Argyle, and he's been brilliant ever since he first joined the club at the start of last season. So, he's our first choice centre-back. Him and Cornell Shooks are our first choice centre-backs. Shooks has been our second best signing this season behind Sissoko. And my God, for the second half of the season, when Sissoko's looking likely to go back to Toulouse, honestly, Shooks is going to be so important to us for the second half of the season, especially when that dreaded run-in comes in. Rands becomes a better player under Rooney. I do agree with that. Randall has been strong lately. And I hope he starts again on Saturday. I hope Al-Had starts again on Saturday. Whittaker, I thought, was our worst player on Tuesday. I can't lie. Needs to step up his game. And as for Hardy, I know it's kind of easy to criticise his performances so far this season, but at the same time, he's not getting the service at all. So I don't know where I feel with Ryan at the moment. I know he needs more goals and I know he needs to step up because of that, but no one's giving him any service at the moment, and that's why he's struggling. So I'm hoping on Saturday onwards he's given the service, but I'm hoping Obafemi starts on Saturday anyways, because one, I thought we missed him on Tuesday, and two, Obafemi is on loan from Burnley, and we're playing Burnley's arch rivals on Saturday in Blackburn Rovers, East Lancashire derby, of course. So we need that beasting, strong mentality performance of Michael Obafemi on Saturday to start against Blackburn. So, honestly, we could really do with it. And I think it would be huge confidence for us as well. Will, number 7, is one of the best players I think I've seen at Hawthorns. Yeah, Sissoko's so good. He is so good, honestly. Such a baller. At Burnley was a penalty. I mean, I think it was a fair decision at the end. I can see why at the beginning, though. But it's one of those where if you're at the match, if you're not on an armchair and not at home watching the game, if you're at the match, heat of the moment, you think it's too soft from Brownhill going down. It did look like it. But when you look back at it on the replays, it's understandable why Bobby Madley gave it. I understand why Liam didn't think it was a penalty. But at the same time, I understand why it was given. So it's one of those, really. Like, if that decision was for us, Burnley fans would have been fuming. So it's just one of those, really. So that's that. It could be worse. It could be that penalty that Sunderland got the other week. That penalty still drives me insane, the one against Sunderland. That Mumba was on. Never a penalty, that one was. Ridiculous. But anyways, do you think he wants to be there, your number 10? We'll see by the next few months of performances of Morgan Whittaker, because I wouldn't be surprised at all if he hands in a transfer request if he doesn't want to be here. But he has stated, though, that he wants to be here. So I don't understand what's going through Morgs' head at the moment. I really don't. I don't know what's up with his performances at the moment. They've been really shaky, and he has to step up. It's no joke. He has to simply step up his game. I don't want Ogbata and Powson to play for Argyle again. They're not Championship standard. I'm not going to say not playing them for Argyle again. That's far too harsh, but they're not in our starting 11. I do agree with that. But I don't want to get rid of them that easily because they've only played 2 games. And I know they've been completely outmatched in both of them. And I'm not going to drone on about that Sheffield Wednesday performance because everyone was dreadful on opening day. But I agree that I don't want them to start over Mumba and Edwards. So that is that as well. They're happy to be on the bench for the time being. So that's that, really. I've still got to give them time because they both only just joined this season as new summer signings. I don't want to just say don't have them because they're rubbish for 2 games. I've got to give them a chance. We'll see how they play towards the end of the season and for the rest of this season. What do you think the score will be on Saturday versus Blackburn? I'm going to be all confident on this and say we're going to win 3-0. We did last time. I don't see why not we can do it again this season. I think we're going to absolutely destroy them on Saturday. I'm really confident. Blackburn's record down at the Theatre of Greens is hideous. I really think we'll beat them. I really think we'll beat them. I reckon we'll beat Blackburn, draw with Cardiff. It's such an Argyle thing to do. Lose to Millwall, beat Preston. That's 7 points then. I'd ideally want to beat Cardiff, though, because they have been really poor so far this season. And we were so close to beating them at their place last season anyways, nearly doing the double over them. Matt Butcher had other ideas, though, unfortunately. But I'm going to say 7 points in the next 4. I think we'll beat Blackburn, beat Preston. Again, I just think the home form is going to be where we're strong, because it makes Home Park look like a fortress. We'll beat Blackburn. I think we'll draw with Cardiff, lose to Millwall, and I think we'll beat Preston. But anything can happen. We'll see. I think we'll get 7 points in the next 4, but I'd happily take 9. Happily take 9. Because we've got Leeds after Preston at Ellen Road, and we haven't beaten Leeds at Ellen Road since 1962. We haven't beaten Leeds in general since 1987, so bugger knows what's going to happen there. I take a point at Ellen Road. And then we got the big one against Portsmouth. A massive one against Portsmouth. So, yeah, if we don't win now, I'll be fuming, because they're our biggest rivals this season for a reason, and I want us to make sure that the Battle of the Ports and the Dockyard remains green for another season. It's as simple as that. Must win against Portsmouth. Then we have Derby, which I also think is a must win, given that we won at Pride Park last time as well. And then we got Watford at home after that, and then 2 back-to-back away days at Norwich and Bristol City. So we'll see what happens, but no, I don't want to get too carried away. The next 4, I think we'll get 7 points in the next 4, but if we can get 9 or more, then we're laughing. We're laughing. So that's all I really need to say about this reaction, really, guys. Nothing really else to say after that. So that's that, really. Burnley Premier League experience. I don't want them to go up, though. It'll be so boring for the league. If any one of Burnley, Sheffield United or Luton goes straight back up, it'll be so boring for the league. The only one that I hope does it is Sheffield United, and that's only because Cooper is the goalkeeper. And I don't care what people say. Michael Cooper is Premier League quality for me. But if Sheffield United go up, then Cooper's going to be a Premier League player, and it's nothing more than he deserves. So that's that, really. Anyways, that's everything I need to cover, really, for this these two parters on my reaction of the Burnley game. So yeah, we will see you all for Blackburn at home. Hopefully 3 points. If we draw on Saturday, I'll be fuming. If we lose on Saturday, I will kick a wall. If we win, though, happy days. See you all then. And thank you to everyone that's tuning in. Hello, everyone, and bye, everyone. Thank you to everyone that's tuned in. And yeah, we'll see you on Saturday. And look out for the video when it comes out. Should be out tomorrow, some point. So yeah. And also, before I go, I'm going to be doing a watch-along tomorrow night of Sunderland's game against Leeds. A massive fixture at the Stadium of Light. So stay tuned for that too. See you all tomorrow night. And then the home game against Blackburn. And my Burnley episode. That's upcoming. Up the Janners, up the Argyle, up the Greens, up the Pilgrims, up the Plymouth. Come on, you boys in green. Green Army! See you all on Saturday. See you all tomorrow night on live. And, yeah, enjoy the video when it comes out. I had a good time at Turf Moor, to be fair. I had a very good time. See you then. Take care. And see ya.